I have this massive, heavy box, and I am completely out of breath. I purchased this gigantic series, red translucent Shin Godzilla, made by XPlus, from the Godzilla store in Japan via Bai. I used Monster Island Buddy's Bai link to get some extra cash off when ordering this guy. And really big shout out to my buddy David, who helped me secure this awesome statue. The cats really like to help me unbox my figures, and this was no exception. This was a big fun toy for them. Finally, I get the tail out of the packaging and immediately notice how detailed it is. After struggling more than I should, I get the main body out as well. At this point, I realize something is very wrong, and I basically have to abandon Shin Godzilla for the rest of the night because I find out that I have a very high fever at this moment, and I am down for the count for the rest of the week. After recovering, my girlfriend Chelsea helped me attach the tail. We heated it up for a while with a hairdryer to soften the plastic, and that made it a lot easier to attach, but because I was still not 100%, I completely forgot to record that, and I'm not detaching this tail because I never want to attach it ever again. This unboxing was recorded in February 2023. I had actually completely forgotten that I recorded this whole process, and I'm only now finding the footage in 2024. Now we have him assembled, and he is glorious, insanely detailed, likely one of the most detailed pieces in my entire collection, and certainly the biggest. The sculpt is just insane on this. Every little detail in his nasty keloid scarred skin is there. His eyes look perfect, the teeth are very sharp and frightening. The eyes in each one of the teeth look like they're all individually sculpted. The fingers on his tiny hands and arms look very real. The hands are insane, they look like they're just in intense pain, like they do in the movie. The feet look like they're carrying the weight of the massive creature that he is, and in so much detail with the muscles rolling over each other. And then he's got the little tiny nails and toenails sticking out everywhere. He's just so gross and awesome at the same time. His dorsal plates are incredible, and his massive tail is as well. This statue really helps me appreciate this amazing design even more, even though I already loved it so much. Along with all of this, he's also a transparent red material that when the light hits it just right, he starts to glow like that red look he has in the movie. It's got that red radioactive energy that he just emits, and it just looks so cool. XPlus never fails to kill it in their detailed sculpts, and sometimes their gimmicks like this too with lighting up and things like that. They are seriously top tier. This fog effect is made by the new Ulanzi FilmFog Ace. I highly recommend it if you want a foggy effect for your photos. It's really fun to play with. This statue looks like he was pulled right out of the film, and in a pose that looks like he's kind of walking around or turning instead of the straightforward facing pose that we often see him in. I like this because he's a little bit more condensed, making it so he doesn't take up the entire room. But he is massive, standing at about 19 inches tall, or 49 centimeters, and about 32 inches long, or 83 centimeters. He towers over most XPlus figures, like this Heisei Godzilla 1989 and 1993 Mechagodzilla statues. And these Monster Arts and Haya figures look like pipsqueaks compared to this Shin Godzilla. And just for fun, let's look at some Super 7 reaction figures that look just tiny compared to him. He's also so massive that he has to live on the floor next to my work desk. There's literally nowhere else I can put him in this apartment until I move to a new location. He's also not too heavy despite looking massive, though I don't want to drop him or have him take a fall because I cannot see him taking that very well. I also forgot to mention that he did come with a little stand. I don't use it because his tail actually rests on my desk perfectly and he doesn't really need it from where he's sitting currently. This statue is awesome. While I usually collect figures with articulation because I like to pose them for my photo purposes, I really can't deny a dang good statue, and this Shin Godzilla is one of those. I love taking photos of this big boy. The detail in the skin is so fun to light.
He is a little challenging to photograph. Because he's so large and detailed, he can photograph well, but I don't have a lot of space to work with, so if I had more room, I'd probably be able to get even more cool photos of this guy. But that means that will happen later in the future.
Here are some photos I snapped of it, inspired by Ultra Q and its intro, and some of the tokusatsu media from that Showa era time frame.
This one here being inspired by his back beam attack. And here I'm recreating the poster for the movie in my own kind of style. How do you think I did?
It's really an overall awesome addition to my collection. He isn't currently available at time of recording. This was a 2022 Godzilla Store exclusive from Japan, and I'm not sure if they have plans to re-release it in the future. This statue ran me a little under $750 when I purchased it. I can't see myself getting anything in this size anytime soon, but if I were to pick another that I'd want, it would have to be some type of Godzilla -1 rendition. I am so in love with that design since seeing the movie, and it might be up there with my favorite designs. The current standing and longtime contender being Godzilla 1989 from Godzilla vs. Biollante.
-1 is sneaking into that top spot as more time goes by. Shin Godzilla and Godzilla vs. Biollante are my two favorites, and -1 might be above that at this point. We'll see. I need to see it again.
Which XPlus statue do you want in your collection, and which Godzilla design is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Follow along with my toy photography on my social media via Instagram and TikTok. You can buy prints of my toy photography work in my shop on my brand new website, and also see the wide scope of my professional photography work as well. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and a comment. Subscribe if you want to see more, and share it with more people you think would enjoy it too. I'm trying to grow a fun monster-loving community here on this channel, and every little thing helps. Thank you so much for watching Mike's Monsters, and I really hope you have a great rest of your day.